Welcome to Fit to Be Real.
What's up? Oh, and a little extra. Oh my God, I forgot where we were. And a little extra.
She said, what's up? Now you know. Now you know.
No, that was real.
Yes.
I forgot where we were and what we were
Oh
doing.
my God, I cannot believe you just did that.
What's up? I'm sorry, I just came from school drop off, so I'm like all out of sorts.
So if you tuned in last week, she said she was going to wear all the clothes, or wanted to wear all the clothes that are in her closet that truly are like, it's like a cartoon of things exploding. Like clothes are just coming out of everywhere. Drawers, hangers, baskets. So she's wearing a beautiful gold sequin skirt as a dress.
I took the tags off this morning, dropped Dean off at school. You know, maybe in this, maybe not. You guys will use your imagination. And yeah, this is me. This is me.
I think it's the giant fabric earrings that are going with it.
Well, they don't go with the skirt, but I never get to wear these.
So you don't care about matching this version of you.
Whoa, don't say that. Don't you dare. I'm going cream and gold. I'm going with like an aesthetic. I feel like this is very Gen Z. This is like basic beige, plain.
You're wearing sequins.
I know, but the color palette. Anyway, this was for school drop off. I don't know what to tell you. What's up?
So if you're listening, I cannot. If you are listening in on anywhere you listen to your podcast and you stream Spotify, Apple, whatever, know that you can watch this as well on our YouTube channel.
If you dare.
If you really want the visual. I think we've always been really good at describing what's going on. And so now we're going to continue to describe the expressions or lack of, life in the eyes.
I don't understand why you're referencing towards me with your hand, like constantly.
But now with YouTube, you can watch the train wreck happen. I'm included in the train wreck. This is not just
she's
Carly.
wearing a Dolly Parton shirt. This is very on brand for both of us.
Come on.
She shows up in a Dolly shirt. I show up in a skirt dress with, Bahama earrings. This is very island.
Bahama earrings?
Like island earrings with a skirt dress.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. So, welcome back.
And a little extra. What are we talking about today?
You tell me, because Carly is the one who wanted to talk about this. And I'm happy because this is exactly where I am in my life right now. And
Same.
It's so frustrating. And I did it to myself. I do it to myself every season, it feels like.
I would say that we do it a lot less these years.
We
do.
I'm in it. I'm in it right now. But yeah, you're right.
She's in it. She's in a mood. We're going to talk about it. We are talking about beating the bloat. So we know that we all just got through the holiday seasons, wherever you are in the country. However.
Just this country, though. Just this one.
All of our friends overseas.
We can't help you. We don't know how to help you. We barely know how to help our country.
Dolly would help. But she can't help us today because we did this to ourselves over the holiday season. And you ate too much, you drank too much, you ate the salty foods, you ate the desserts. Fine, everybody, absolutely fine. Now, how do we deal with it?
Cry.
Well,
a lot.
After that does get the water weight off. Yeah, cry. I will say that helps a little bit. But we're going to talk about how to de-bloat or beat the bloat after the holiday season.
A little, die just a little. What's that song?
I have no idea.
Pretend that you're feeling a little more pain. Faith Hill. Someone else, something in return. So cry just a little.
Did NSYNC do a cover of it?
For me? No.
Britney?
I don't know.
Then no.
It's Faith Hill.
I know. I don't know it.
Oh my God. Let's talk about bloat. I'm Victoria.
Hey guys, I'm Carly.
And I'm bloated.
We all are. Even if you were super good over the holidays or you were okay and you're like, okay, some days I was bad. I'm air quoting bad because some days I indulged a little more than I normally do. Some days I didn't. But on average, you generally did good. It doesn't matter. Bloat happens.
I was horrible.
I don't feel that you were. I really don't.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you feel that way.
I don't know. I don't feel like you were. I feel like we're more conscious of it now. Like when you're conscious of it,
I was consciously aware of how horrible I was. The choices I was making. I was just so like content and happy with the holiday season and the holiday season leading up to the holidays, right? And that's great. Like I don't regret anything. Yeah. I don't regret it. No regrets. Because I, put stock into Dot's pretzels.
Oh my God.
I gave them so much of my money.
Oh my God.
And I have no regrets.
They're just so good.
I'd do it again.
Yeah. I'd do it again too. But not for a little while until we de-bloat.
Hold on. Have you tried the cinnamon?
No. You keep telling me about these cinnamon Dots pretzels. I have not had them.
Oh my God. It's a game changer. If you know what the Dots pretzels are, the original is awesome. But the cinnamon, if you like a sweet tooth, which is like my problem.
Mm-hmm. The cinnamon, sweet and salty.
Sugar, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good. Like they're incredible,
but
actually.
I feel like maybe they put a little crack in them. Do they put a little crack in them?
I mean, yeah, that's the hidden spice.
Yeah, that's the hidden spice. It's like Dots pretzels with a side of crack.
It's funny. It's funny because we have no idea what we're talking about.
No, I don't know how you do crack. But we've done episodes about gut health before.
Yeah.
That's not what this is. So if
go listen to that one again.
You're like, wait, you guys already did this. You already talked about gut health and all that. This is different. This is after, like, gut health is a daily routine, daily habit. This is, you've gone overboard a little bit. And now we got to get you to come back.
It's really just like because how many times I've said it before I knew what it was. Like, I'm bloated. But what is it? What is bloat? Why does it happen? How can you relieve it? Because you can. And know that bloat is not fat.
Yes.
So bloat and fat are two different things, right? And we're going to talk about that. And we're going to prove it to you.
Well, I'm so glad you brought that up because the biggest misconception of bloating is that you just overate. Like people think bloating, oh, I ate a huge meal, I'm bloated. That is the number one biggest misconception. Happens over time. You are stuffed after a big meal, and a big meal does...
It's the same effect.
Yes, it like attributes to bloating, but it is not the sole reason for bloat.
That's just a food baby.
Yeah, that's just a food baby.
It's just your stomach being like, there's no room at the end.
And yep, that's a good way to put it. So that's the biggest misconception is that I ate a big meal, I'm bloated. The doctor version, Dr. Justin would say it's an excess of gas. And there is a million ways to gain an excess of gas.
Yeah. So let's talk about it.
Yes, I can't wait. What are the causes of bloat?
Lots of things. Okay, I actually had to write this stuff down because my brain these days, I don't know if it's a holiday thing. I don't know if it's we're in a new year, so I can't say it's like just the year. We're 7 days in.
Yeah, we just started.
But like my brain, I cannot remember things. If I don't write them down, I'm tired at night. I can't retain. I'm retaining.
Part of it is you're still on
Put your hand away.
You're still in that I don't feel well. I need to get back on my routine.
Yeah.
You're not clear-minded right now. Neither of us are. There's a lot happening. The eating isn't on our routine. The working out isn't on our routine right now. We're sort of just getting by, and that is brain fog. That's literally what happens.
Oh, I am in the foggiest. It's London in my mind.
It's London town? Great.
It's a foggy day in London town. Okay?
So yes. What causes that? What causes this bloat?
So just like anything else, you can do too much and you can do not enough.
Yeah.
So if you're eating too much fiber, as well as if you're not eating enough fiber, bloat.
Life is so hard.
It's hard.
It's so hard. You got to find a happy medium with everything.
Yeah.
Like everything. Anyway.
You'll be okay.
Okay.
We're going to talk through it and we're going to figure it out together.
Okay. Can't wait.
I forget what your question was though.
Okay. The causes of bloat.
Oh, the causes.
The causes.
Eating too fast.
Yes.
That's one that I have learned. I think that's an inherited thing. Our dad eats really fast.
I mean, you take one bite and he's done his meal.
Yeah.
That's not an exaggeration. Our dad is the fastest eater.
I've noticed that more and more these days. And I think so you're not chewing enough. So when you eat too fast, it's because you're putting too much in your mouth, number one, and it's not getting completely chewed up, which is the proper way for your stomach to digest it. So nothing is going to be attractive that we're about to say. So when there's big chunks going down, it's harder for your stomach to break them down, which causes a lot more work for the stomach lining, which is where that bloat feeling comes in, because the more the stomach contracts, it distends. So you know that distended stomach.
Oh, we're going to talk about it in a minute.
That's not like a threat.
Sorry.
But that comes from eating too fast, and it's not chewing the food and then bringing too much air into the swallow.
So you think you know, and then you have no idea.
This is an true Hollywood story.
You think you know. I needed a British accent. You think you know, but you have no idea.
Why is it my Fair Lady? Why is that your accent? That's so cool.
That's not
even how that happened.
You know the lifestyles of the rich and famous? I was sort of going for that guy.
You didn't do it.
No.
You missed it.
Anyway,
yeah.
You think you know, but you have no idea. Okay, that's what I meant to say. I would assume that bloat comes from overeating, all the salty foods, all that. But air, I had no idea. I had no idea that bloat came from swallowing too much air.
Air is a big one that I read.
Yeah, me too.
That's why but I knew this because I haven't chewed gum. We used to be big.
We're going to talk about this, but yeah.
We're going to talk about everything.
I know. Well, you're getting ahead of it.
Well, you asked me what the things were.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
She's not here today. So what's up?
What's up?
We used to, the green, I can see it. Extra
gum.
It's gum. I forget what the flavor is. But we used to, the whole family.
Yeah.
Like Jeannie, our aunt, is who pops in my mind when I think about it. That, I forget when I learned it, but the more gum you chew, you're just creating those bubbles in the gum itself are air pockets that you then just put in your mouth and swallow without really thinking about it. And that creates bubbles and air in the stomach, which is just gas and bloat.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Or maybe I did and I blocked it out.
I know I probably, when I found that out, I stopped chewing gum. I don't chew gum.
So I chew gum every day.
It's so rare that I even buy gum. I have one pack and it's like it was for when I was going on dates and I was like, I don't know. If I eat something garlicky, I might as well just have a pack of gum in my bag. And now I don't care.
Yeah. And the thing is, it was like big in the 80s and 90s, like when cocaine chic was like, it was so important for everybody to be super skinny. They were just, smoking cigarettes and chewing gum. Like I feel like
that was a meal.
Yes, that was the meal. That was the model meal.
It's ridiculous.
Cocaine chic. And because you did drugs too, if you're
not crack, cocaine.
You did the cocaine, and the gum was like a meal replacement. It would it would make your body think you were chewing and eating. So that to me is like a very 80s and 90s thing, chewing gum to not eat a meal.
Oh, well, I never chew gum to not eat a meal. It was just like a habit. Like, oh, you're going to a show? Let me pop a piece of gum in my mouth.
I don't know. That's just what I always think of with chewing gum. Like, oh, how do I not like grab those Oreos, chew a piece of gum? Because you don't want to have Oreos after a piece of gum.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I could do anything. We're going to be completely honest. I could do anything.
Well, basically, don't do it because it's just swallowing air bubbles.
Don't do it. Yeah. Also, straws.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
And I have to, I drink straws all the time. I'm trying to save my teeth from all the coffee.
So here's my question about straws. You're saving your teeth from coffee, but then other people say straws create wrinkle lines. Who do we believe?
Oh no, it totally creates, because
I'm sorry. One more?
You make this little
Hold on, hold it. All right, screenshot. Perfect.
That's upsetting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make that. Yeah, my mom always says it all the time.
I know, but so my mom said it the other day. Our mom, whatever, she's your mom too. But then I use it to save my teeth from coffee. But I'm like, okay, what's the lesser of two evils
it's
here?
What you don't care about. So we're gonna have laugh lines on our face either way, and we all have the genetic.
Yeah,
we
like
have this lovely little
parentheses around our mouth.
So like, oh well,
yeah,
and it's a rite of passage to wrinkle.
Can you say that again?
Nope.
I'm never going to let it go. I'm never going to let it go. But yeah, straws.
Yeah.
So now I got to rethink. Do I want to drink a straw because I don't want to be like, do I forego the straw for no bloating or use the straw to save my teeth? I don't know. Lesser of two evils.
I mean, I also use straw if I'm going to go to a restaurant. I don't like to put this is my like germophobia. I don't like to put my mouth on a glass, even though I know that they get cleaned with high temperature dishwashing, but like
we think,
I was a server. I saw things fall, and then people just pick them up and go, "Whoops!" And, yeah. So I always get a straw, and my teeth are sensitive. So if it's cold, I want to get the water past my teeth.
Yeah,
I'm never gonna let go of straws. I'm just gonna be bloated.
Well, then you can leave the episode because we still have a lot more to talk about.
I would love for you to shut this whole thing down.
No, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be on camera forever. So what happens after you do all those things? Too much fiber, not enough fiber. Oh, wait, we didn't talk about this one that's super important that you told me about. Not eating enough.
Oh, yeah.
So that makes you bloated. So overeating and undereating both makes you bloated. That's just not fair.
It's called starvation mode. And it's not actually, I actually explain this maybe once every other week to people. Like I'm constantly reminding people it's not weight, it's bloat. Here's why, right? So starvation mode is your body's saving itself. Your body is saving itself from like going hungry and not getting the nutrients.
Right.
So when you undereat, you're not feeding it enough and it doesn't know when you're going to feed it again. So instead of burning the carbohydrates and burning the fat, essentially converting from fat to muscle, it stores it because it's like, well, we're hibernating for winter.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it in there so that whenever she decides to feed me again, I have something to live off of. It's the body is awesome. Like it's really cool how it works, and it can save itself and it can regenerate and do all the things. But that one's BS.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
But at the same token, never undereat. You gotta eat. You have to eat to lose weight, to maintain weight, to stay healthy. You have to eat. Undereating is just as bad as overeating.
So here's my way of describing it, to which I think a lot of people understand because this is how I understood it.
Good.
Yeah. So we're gonna break it down for a second.
Let's do it.
The reason or the feeling of being bloated comes out in a distended belly.
Yeah.
So when you see those horrible commercials of the orphan babies and they all have these large distended bellies, but they're
malnutrition.
It's malnutrition. They're asking for money so they can be fed. But you're like, why do they have enormous bellies? Because they are so bloated from not eating enough and sucking in air, right? So that's what I picture. Not that I picture this often, but when you're bloated and you're like, I don't understand why I'm not eating, but I'm bloated. Picture that. That's why. You're not feeding it enough and you're sucking in air and then you get a distended belly. Now theirs is that's
really sad.
No, but I'm saying that's how you can understand. I don't understand why I'm not eating enough, but I'm still bloated. That's why.
Yeah, it's malnutrition. You're not giving your body enough, or in that situation, any food to function properly. Like every organ that you have has a purpose. Except for Carly's brain. We had to take it back from the serious place that you took it.
Well,
I had to throw a joke in there.
Listen, I'm all about the visuals. My brain works in a visual way. If I can't see it, I don't understand it.
All right. Well, it's the same thing. It's like when you feel distended like that, it's like, oh, I look like I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And you're not, well, unless you are.
Listen, we don't want to go there.
Unless you are.
We don't know.
So yeah, that distension in the belly is 9 times out of 10 air, under eating, air. No, that's it.
Overeating, not enough fiber, too much fiber. It's like not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
You'll be okay.
No. I don't like to live my life down the medial strip. I like to go big or go home. And this doesn't allow me to do that. This means you have to go to the straight and narrow and like walk the fine line of the medium. And that's just not what I like to do.
Well, nothing's linear. Like you can't just that's impossible to do that.
I want
to live life like through the straight and narrow and like do everything perfectly and never overindulge and never, underindulge. Who underindulges?
Well, people that don't eat enough.
Yeah.
And think I want to lose weight, so I'm going to not eat breakfast and lunch today. And then you wake up bloated because you didn't eat enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about prevention. How do we prevent that?
I love that you are taking the reins here. I love it. Your segueistism.
I'm such a good segueist.
They're on fire. Almost to the point where it feels like she rehearsed and scripted.
I did.
But she hasn't. I think this dress skirt.
I feel like I'm on QVC. And now what do you want to talk about now?
This is the sale of the day. Bloat. She is selling Bloat and you are selling it so well.
Am I making it look good at least? Bloat?
We need to do call-ins. That's what we need to do. Call-ins to be like, I want some Bloat.
I want to buy some Bloat from the girl wearing a skirt as a dress with some island earrings.
Oh my. All right. You want to talk about prevention or reducing it? You want to talk about prevention?
No, we can do reducing. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Go ahead.
No, we're going to do prevention.
Okay.
Don't eat too much.
Cool.
My past self should have heard that, but I didn't. Chew. We've already said basically everything though. Chew thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what was I think it's made fun of obviously, but like the etiquette, like the old school etiquette classes for women.
For women, yeah.
I think like London, like British.
We love the British.
Not that's not etiquette.
Oh.
That. But we do love when you become it.
Because it's a little bit Australian.
You never give us enough. It's not.
Oh, no.
Nope. That's not.
Okay.
Nope. You never give us enough to like keep going, but it will turn into Southern. You cannot sustain your Cockney accent. What's the girl in My Fair Lady? What's her name?
Oh, Eliza Doolittle. Eliza Doolittle. Somebody give me a stage.
Do it. The rain in Spain.
The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain.
Why does your face do that?
I don't know.
This is a time that you want to tune into YouTube to watch what just happened. Watch what happened live. So yeah, you want to chew thoroughly. And I think of those etiquette classes because it was like some ridiculous number, like 100 times to chew. Yeah. Like that was a fad for a while, I think. I never did that. I never was like, hold on, I have to count my
No, but
chews.
Our Pop did. Pop used to like chew 25 times before he swallowed. I remember that. Then he put like pads of butter on his cornbread at Boston Market. So he did not walk the fine line.
But he chewed it 25 times?
Yes.
All right.
Try 25. See what happens. This is not, medical.
This is not medical, people. I don't know if you understand that.
We're guessing here.
So avoid those pads of butter because the next one's avoid salty fatty foods.
Yeah.
Because the stomach just has to work a lot harder to digest those. And that is what creates the contractions in the stomach muscle and the stomach lining. And those contractions are what create some retention, water retention. So when the stomach is constantly working, which is this like contracting, squeezing, letting it go and releasing, the body sends fluid to basically help, quote unquote, help the muscle or the stomach do its job.
Mm-hmm.
And so it sends fluid to all the other places. And that's where the water retention comes in, which is the bloating feeling. So the harder the digestive tract has to work, the stomach, the GI system, the more bloated you're going to feel. Not necessarily fat you're going to gain.
Right.
Because that's more important. Of like a consistent intake versus, oh, I just ate something that made me feel bloated. Like a one and done is not really gonna, you have to really do that every day to gain fat.
Well, it's the time of the podcast where I say, you know, this meme I saw I really love.
You're late.
Yeah, I know. It took me this long. It literally says you cannot ruin all of your progress in one meal.
No.
And that's what, but it might feel like that the next day after you feel bloated because of this one big salty maybe meal that you've had. It might feel like that, but you're not going to ruin all your progress. It's the consistency of doing that.
Yeah.
That's what ruins it.
Yeah.
So that's just bloat. And that's what I think that's what she means when she says bloat versus fat.
It is what I mean. Thank you.
But I need to say it. If I don't say it, I won't say it.
You'll spray it?
I'll spray it. I was going to say that and I was like, no, I'm not going to say that.
Cool. Well, we did anyway. Hydrate.
Mm-hmm.
Which seems redundant. Is that the word I want?
Yeah, it does.
Redundant?
Because you want to take in water, but you also want to lose the water.
Right. Because retention and bloat is like water weight. Water weight. But to release that, you have to drink water.
Yeah.
So dehydration is, we didn't list it earlier, but that's a huge reason for bloat. And your muscles and your organs are like begging for water, and so they all contract and they like, I mean, if you can shrivel, right? That's not actually happening, and it would take however many days of dehydration for that to like really happen. But that feeling of them needing water so badly is what the body is like, okay, we're going to try to push whatever water we have, we're going to ration, and we're going to send to all the organs to make them function as like minimally as they possibly can with the water that we do have, which is why like your skin, you ever wake up and you have the lines on your face
every day.
Ooh. You dehydrated.
You dehydrated. Well, I'm canceled.
It's the brain fog. It's the brain fog. That's dehydration.
Yeah.
So like when you have the, you know, sometimes I'll look
pillowcase.
Like, oh my gosh, I have lines from my t-shirt that I wore. That's dehydration. That means you didn't drink enough water. Your skin is not, you know, like it's not cushiony. It's not that like
supple. I hate that word. I hate that.
I think I do too.
I hate that word, supple. It's up there with like moist and supple. Trigger and anxiety. It's up with those words.
Cool. But yes.
Yeah. When you're saying all this, I'm picturing the shriveled up little things in the Little Mermaid at the bottom of Ursula's lair, you know, with like.
Oh, you are visual.
I have to, because that's what I feel like when you don't have enough water. You're like that little shrinking thing at the bottom of Ursula's lair of all the people that sold their souls.
I feel like I've sold my soul sometime.
For what, though?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
In any case, hydrate, because you're going to take in the water. It's going to go to the organs and the everything in your body that it needs to. And then the excess water is what flushes everything out.
Yeah.
So the more you hydrate, the better. You can overhydrate, so don't do that, but stay hydrated.
We've talked about that. Fiber is a big one. Is that the one you were going to say next?
No, I was done.
Oh, yeah, fiber. And this is again for prevention.
Yeah.
We'll get into how to help yourself after it's happened, but the prevention is to get enough fiber, which I know that I don't. And when I think of fiber, I think of our mom and our aunt.
That's weird.
Being like, well, they always talked about, oh, I haven't gone to the bathroom in a couple days. Don't you remember that growing up? And they had to eat Fiber One cereal.
We had to eat Fiber One cereal.
And then we ate Fiber One bars because we needed to be regular.
But we also didn't have a lot of sweets in the house. So if you wanted to like sneak some Fiber One bars, you were rough. It was like, oh, the chocolate.
Because Fiber One bars had chocolate on the bottom, but they were fiber. And it was like, yeah, we had a little too many of them. Because our mom wanted us to be regular, but she was also telling us to try and be unique. So it was very confusing growing up. Be your own person, but also we need you to be regular. So that's what we mean by fiber.
I have had gut issues my whole life. It's what Carly hated me for.
Oh my God. Every morning.
I would make her late for school because she would drive. Well, no. You didn't drive until senior year. Carly didn't drive until she was 27,000 years old.
But Mom drove us to school.
Right. So either way, she had to go with me, but I was late and I didn't get to go to the bathroom before this one because she was in there for however long first.
One bathroom house
that didn't shut. The door didn't shut. Still doesn't. And I would make her late every day and I'd be like, there's nothing I can do.
Her stomach hurt.
I'm not well.
Yeah.
And I guess it was the Fiber One bar.
Note to self, don't over fiber your children or under fiber your children if you want them to go to school on time.
If you're not getting enough fiber though, the Benefiber is that's pretty helpful.
Yes.
You could do the to-go packets because they're already portioned out for you.
And you can put it in the wooder.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple foods that are healthy and really have a good amount of fiber in them are beans, broccoli, avocados, and oatmeal. And that's why the song Beans, Beans, the musical fruit happened because...
I'm sorry, could you sing that song for us?
I just did.
Nope.
Beans,
Finish it.
Musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
It's better with an accent.
Also, finish the song. Finish the song, damn it.
The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat your beans at every meal.
I don't like what just happened. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's the skirt dress.
It felt very supple to me.
So if you're a measurer... I'm going to ignore what's happening over here. You should be having 14 grams of fiber a day. If you are a measurer, you can absolutely do that.
Measurer?
If you like to measure your protein, measure your everything, go to 14 grams.
It's easier than you think.
Yeah.
You just have to eat more vegetables and fruits. I mean, don't get Fiber One. It's a bunch of sugar. It's processed. Don't sponsor us, Fiber One.
We don't want any more. We don't.
Oh my God, and we had Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran. Yes. Oh my God.
Like that was I was like, can you put more raisins in mine?
No wonder we were always late for school. I was like so annoyed standing by the door waiting for you to come down. And it was like, she was not apologetic ever.
Why would I be? I'm not functioning well.
I don't know what to say to you.
This
like to be on
took
time.
Took a turn and now you all know. And I don't care. I literally don't care.
No, I know you don't.
So the way to reduce or relieve, this is stretching. Do you ever stretch?
No, never.
But you would do it to your baby.
I was picturing this. You know how a baby, they get constipated and you have to pull their legs in and out, and the doctor says pull their legs in and out.
Sure.
Roll them to the side, rub their belly. That's what you have to do as an adult.
Yes.
Yeah, I never do that.
You should.
I know. Okay.
I don't think you have to get Andrew to pull your legs or anything.
Please. No visuals. No.
I do think I kind of want to see that. So if you could film that, that'd be great.
Take it back.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, just stretching. If you sleep on your left side, if you're a left side sleeper, that is the proper side to sleep on, first of all, and to lay on and to shift to, because of how the stomach is shaped in the body. So when you go to the left, it can drain through the GI system, like all the juices and everything.
Ugh, I hate that's another word I don't like.
Juices?
Yeah. You said juices, body. I was thinking body juices, and I don't like that word.
Yes, literally. That's what we're talking. That's what we're talking about.
Wait, I need a tissue.
I don't have tissues here for you.
Okay.
You have to stand up and show us what's on the bottom half of your body.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it.
Okay.
Body
sweatpants.
juices.
If you were wondering, it's sweatpants. She's holding in her body juices with the sweatpants. So yeah, laying on your left side, that will relieve gas because it will allow everything to flow. You're gonna be gassy.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna let some things happen. But it's the better side. The right side will have it store more. And then you'll feel that constipated, like, I got like a rock in my stomach type thing. You all know what I'm talking about. So stretch, lay on your left side. That would be a big way to relieve it in the moment. Like it's pretty quick.
Pretty immediate.
Yeah.
One that I like to do is tea. I'm not a tea drinker, so I have to not feel well to drink tea, to be honest with you. And they say the best teas are peppermint, ginger, chamomile. The peppermint relaxes your stomach. So, when you're sick and your mom gives you ginger to help the nausea, because I'm 39 and my mom still takes care of me when I'm sick, and she makes me eat ginger or ginger ale or whatever, it relaxes your stomach. It soothes the lining of your stomach. So if you are or want to be a tea drinker, you should try it when you are not feeling well.
Fun fact, if you get yourself a diffuser, an oil diffuser for your room or your house, if you get peppermint oil,
oh yeah,
that helps, yes, with the stomach, but like if you have a hangover, you put some of that into your diffuser and diffuse that through the room. It helps the head, it helps the spins, it helps the headache, it helps that nausea. It works.
Sounds like a good hangover.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm saying. That's the point.
Okay. Didn't know if we all got that or
crushing it.
Yeah.
This one seems pretty obvious because it is over-the-counter medication. Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
Gas X. I don't know if I've ever used any of those.
I think I've used Tums.
Tums
I've used before.
But I think use that for like acid reflux.
Yeah, but you can use it for.
I know, but I never think of it like, oh, I'm bloated. Let me pop some Tums.
Yeah. I definitely don't think I've ever used Gas X. I don't think I've ever been that bloated for that long of a time where I said, okay, I need to.
That's nice.
No.
I'm really proud of you.
Wait, I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
Should I say it?
I don't. Yes.
Yeah. Victoria went through a period of her life where she had not gone to the bathroom for how long? How long was it?
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
It was
a long time.
It was a very long time. I'm talking like 20 days, right? Imagine 20 days. She was in so much pain.
I think I know what story you're telling.
It was right before my wedding. Or no, it was after the wedding because we had done this stupid diet, this 17-day diet that we did for 3 months, which we talked about never doing. Never do that, which totally messed up her insides. Remember, we had to go to an internist. We talked about acupuncture. Like she didn't go for so long that she was like doubled over in pain. You don't remember that?
Wait, I actually don't remember this.
Really?
I thought you were talking about something else.
What were you talking about?
When I got rushed to the hospital at a funeral because
we love funerals.
I was in so much pain that they thought it was like
appendicitis?
No, the ovarian cyst or something
or burst
like that.
Or something.
And I went to, wow, this is a lot of information. I went to the ER. This is much later because I was like 23 or 24.
This was,
and I had a boyfriend at the time that was sitting with me and my mom in the ER room, and the doctor came in and was like, "Sir, I think you should step out." And he was like, "No, anything you have to say, like whatever." And I was like, "You should probably step out." So he steps out of the room and the doctor was like, "I'll never forget this. I never get to say this. So I'm going to say it." And he like smiled. So we were like and I had drank all that gross like CT scan
glucose
stuff.
Oh, CT. Yeah. So you can see the insides of your body.
I had to drink it twice because I was so messed up that it didn't work. Like my body needed it so badly that it went to my organs versus lighting myself up like a Christmas tree. So I drank it twice and it tastes so bad. So if you know, you know. So this was long after he comes in, he says this, he smiles, and I was like, oh,
I'm okay,
God.
but what's
I'm
he gonna
okay,
say?
but like, what's wrong with me? And he was like, you are literally full of shit.
Do you remember that story?
And Mom was like, oh, like we semi-laughed, but also we're like, what?
What?
Are you kidding me? And oh my God, this is so TMI. Pedro, turn it off. Turn it off. I had a bladder infection so bad it was closing my intestines off.
Well, I mean, that actually is serious because it can turn into like sepsis, and people sometimes
I've had a lot of near-death experiences.
Yeah, you actually have. You have like 9 lives. Congrats to you.
I'm on my 9th.
But it can be dangerous. If you're so backed up like that, it can kill you from the inside.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
But the other one that you're talking about, I don't remember. I literally don't remember.
You went to Dr. Daniels. You went to We talked to Andrew's brother, who was in acupuncture school at the time, to try and see if maybe acupuncture might help.
That was for my hives.
No, I know. And the hives came because you couldn't go to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm telling you, she's had a problem with this since she was little, and it is the most annoying thing.
I don't remember.
And she's in pain and whatever, but like it always comes back to that.
Story of my life. Seem to
home. Anyway, the next thing.
Cool. Well, yeah, let's just stop talking about that. Let's
take the over-the-counter meds. Don't go to the ER.
Wow. Cool. Well, now you know. Not much has changed.
No, she's still the same from the inside out. But the next one, I think, is something else I never think to do is heat. A heating pad.
This one was shocking to me too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I have one. I use it for many other things.
Yeah.
Had I thought, like, when I feel bloated to put a heating pad on, I'd do that every day.
It said because of the same reason as when you overeat, like the stomach works really hard to digest. So when you do the wrong things, eat the wrong things, overeat or undereat, it goes into those contractions, which is similar, not painful, but similar to like cramps. Menstrual cramps.
Right. And that's what I use my heating pad
which
for.
is what the heat does.
Yeah.
So what the reason for the heat, whether it's like that bean bag you can put in the microwave, or a heating pad, or a water bottle. What's it called?
Or a water bottle.
Yeah, water bottle. Yeah.
Our mom just got us a heating belt that you can wear like as you go about your day. You literally Velcro it on, and it's a heating pad.
I don't know where that was for the past 36 years.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's a game changer.
Well, we would have had to go to school because it would have been able to be unseen and on.
I would take it.
I
would go to school. For
any
the
day
amount
of the
of
week.
pain that it is. Yeah, they gave me Vicodin. I was on Vicodin for my period cramps.
Yeah.
Pedro, turn it off.
I was going to say, we are just learning so much about Victoria's insides.
I don't even care. Like, I have nothing to lose at this. I
2025. We
Live
don't
alive.
care. I was going to say, we don't care. Remember?
I don't care.
Yes.
I don't care. What's that? It's the Judy Garland.
Judy Garland.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. Yep. Okay. Well, that's us. We don't care in 2025.
Yeah. But yeah, so all the heat just relaxes the muscles. That's all it does. But it helps. It won't you can't overeat a meal and put a heating pad on and be like, I'm good. I could do it again.
Yeah, no.
But it will. I really like how you said that. But it will just relieve that, like, it's uncomfortable. It's discomfort, and it can be very, very painful depending on the extent of it, which we know where I've been. So.
Well, the next one actually is eat consciously. Like, you have to be aware of what you're putting in your mouth and what you're drinking. No, that wasn't for you. That was in general. Like, eat the bananas for potassium. Eat the fruit and vegetables that have a lot of water in them, like watermelon, cucumbers, celery. That helps daily so that you don't.
Well, it helps with the hydration too.
Yeah, it doesn't happen every day.
Yeah.
So eat consciously. Take 1 million bites. 1 million. It literally says, Dr. Justin said 1 million bites, and then swallow.
He's so smart.
He's so smart.
And yeah, same thing if you have intolerances. Like, know that your intolerances exist and then eat accordingly. Like, I avoid dairy as much as I can, and it's just an intolerance. I don't have like an allergy. It's not something that's going to, like, celiac ruin my weeks. It's gonna ruin the next couple of days for me.
Yeah.
So I just don't. So you just have to consciously know that, and that's if you don't want it enough, you won't do it.
Yeah, that's with anything.
And then lastly, move.
Like,
move your body, which is the last thing you want to do.
No, but think about it. When we have a big meal like Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, what was like our joke? You want to go take a lap?
We would walk around.
We would walk.
We did it.
Yeah,
a few times.
Many times. A few, many. I'm extra, but we would take a walk, and it will absolutely make you feel better.
Yeah, I think it just like revs up the body to start working for you versus being like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's the same with stretching. You're moving your legs, your metabolism starts to kick in again, and it starts literally getting everything moving. So try it.
We are a giant tube. If you think of it.
Give me a visual.
Okay. You asked for it. You don't know what a tube is.
I know what a tube is.
It goes in, it comes out.
Yeah.
Like, what you put in has got to come out at some way, but the in-between process is completely what you decide it's going to be. So like consciously, if you know this is going to bother you, you got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like you've made that decision, right? So what goes in must come out. I love today.
Cool.
I love today.
I know the TMI for Victoria today. She didn't even know that was coming, but I can't.
It's usually how it goes.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. We cannot stress enough how important hydration is. And to some, and for me, for years, I would think, well, water is the reason my stomach is distended. Distended? Distended. But it sounds counterintuitive, but the more you drink, the better it is for your whole digestive system.
The more you drink water.
Yeah. Did I not say that? No, the more you drink wine, the
saying.
better it is for your digestive system. But your body knows when it reaches, when, like Victoria was saying, like a little bit of water will go here and a little will go there. Your body knows when the water is going to all the places and it's enough. And then it will start to lose the right amount of fluid and you won't wake up with those lines anymore. So I need to do it, especially in the winter, because I don't drink enough water.
Yeah, I drink more in the summer, definitely, but I still drink a lot. I
Yeah.
drink less than a gallon, but more than 100 ounces a day. And sometimes my body's still dehydrated.
I know.
I'm a mess. I'm going to
messed
die
up.
like this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to die like this.
Die like this.
Like I will never figure out the right formula, and I'm okay with it. 2025 is the year of acceptance.
2025, we don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
If you don't know what that is,
Go
I
look it up.
am sorry.
I think all you have to type in on Instagram is I don't care and it will come up.
It's probably accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lastly, hold on real quick. Hold your breath. Don't suck in the air. No, don't do that. Anyway, try to avoid seltzers. So like if you're a Spindrift or a LaCroix, that is full of air bubbles. So if you are constantly feeling bloated, I really hope you're holding your breath. Don't drink them. It will release the bloat. Okay, go.
I sometimes when I'm like really, this is bad, when I'm really thirsty, but I don't want to work, I have a really slow faucet. So filling up my water, like that's a chore, which is a mental problem for myself.
Also a first world problem.
100%. Not an issue at all. But I'll be like, okay, I have a bubbly or a LaCroix and it's cold, so I want something cold, and I'll like chug it because I'm so thirsty.
'Cause you're so thirsty.
And then I'm in pain.
Yeah.
I'm in so much pain, or I'll have to like burp so much, but it like hurts.
I know.
Like I did this. I chugged a carbonated water. What an idiot.
And we
do it all the
just
time.
said don't swallow water. I mean, no, we want you to swallow water. Don't swallow air bubbles. Don't chew gum. Don't do straws.
Yeah.
And that's like all of that put into one.
Yeah.
A carbonated drink.
It's like a science fair project of like putting whatever in the volcano
Alka-Seltzer. Yeah.
and watching it like explode. I'm like, this will be fun.
Yeah.
So
Don't do that.
mistakes are okay.
We did it. We did it almost.
But we have some more real extra
Yes,
tips
we
for
do.
you, because we know we love our real extra tips, and we kind of strayed a little bit. There was like how many episodes that we didn't give real extra tips, and that's like our thing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get back into them full-fledged.
Bringing it back to you.
So your real tip is to maybe start counting your fiber, because I think that is the probably more popular way of doing it wrong. That we're not getting enough fiber, or we're eating way too much fiber because you like all the fibrous foods, and that's great because that just means that they're like vegetable related. But that's too much. So count. Maybe what did you call it?
14 grams? Oh.
No. Yep. A measurer.
If you're a measurer.
Maybe you become a measurer.
Okay.
And try that. Maybe try it for a week, right?
Yeah.
And see if it makes you feel better, makes you feel more organized, makes it feel more conscious. Maybe that'll change some of the other options that you're making throughout the day. But I would become a measurer.
Yeah, become a measurer.
Yeah.
You ready for your real extra tip? Your
We have no choice.
extra tip of the day is this beat is automatic, supersonic, probiotic, funky fresh. What does this beat is automatic, supersonic, probiotic, funky fresh mean? I have to say it twice.
We are all cringing so hard.
Have more probiotics in your life. We've talked about this in the gut health episode, but it really helps the body with the imbalance, and it keeps you regular because you want to be regular, but you also want to be unique. So when you want to be regular, grab some probiotics. What are probiotics? This is like
I hate you so much right now.
They support your immune system and your bodily functions. Some examples: cottage cheese, yogurt, anything with live cultures in it. Kefir. Wait, and the thing you just told me about, kimchi.
Yeah, kimchi.
Yeah.
I did not discover kimchi.
It just happened. Like, this just happened. She loves kimchi.
I think a lot of people love kimchi. I think it's an acquired taste, but
Pickles. Pickles have probiotics in them. Yeah. So over time, if you're not one of those people that like, oh, I need to have cottage cheese. If you're not a dairy person, there are so many non-dairy options, but they still have the live cultures in them.
Yeah.
Just check them out, look them up, ask your doctor. But yeah.
Because we're not going to tell you.
No, we're not. Definitely not going to tell you.
That's too much. Especially for this country. Because we're only helping this country.
Yes. Only the US. But yeah, so add some probiotics to your life to keep you regular, but also unique.
I need you to stop saying it.
Keep you regular. Which keeps you unique.
Okay. Well, we hope you feel as bloated as we do. Because that's the point.
Oh my God, we are so bloated. We're just trying to figure it out.
I feel like I float a little bit, even though it's really hard and heavy to float. But like you feel, don't shake your head. You know when you're that bloated and that like just out of sync.
Yes.
That's what I feel like. It's total body dysmorphia. I know.
Yes, we know.
I know.
I know that.
That's good.
But yes, I know.
But
we know
it's
the
that
feeling.
Like I feel heavy, but I feel like puffed out.
Yes.
That's the bloat.
But I also think that's like the general population after the holidays too. Like it's just, like everybody's feeling that way.
It's a rite of passage. You had a really good holiday. You enjoyed yourself. You had events. You had dinners. You had parties. You made cookies.
I'm not taking away your bloat from you. I want you to have all the bloat that you feel you deserve. I'm not taking away.
You have the bloat you deserve.
I'm not taking away your bloat. I'm just saying a lot of us feel that way, and I think that's why I wanted to bring it up today. The other day, she got so freaking mad at me because she was like, I don't feel good. I feel heavy and I was like, me too. She's like, what? I'm saying I do. I'm like, I'm not taking away from you feeling that way.
Hold the phone. That's not how it went.
That is exactly how it went.
She was like, how are you? I was like, oh my God, I feel horrible. I just feel horrible. I'm mad at myself, whatever. And she was like, yeah, I think we all are. I mean, that's just what the holidays are. We all feel like that. I was like, mm-hmm.
And then what did I say?
Don't ask.
I'm not taking away your...
Only because you saw my face and my face was like, okay, Carly.
But I meant it as I was agreeing with you. Like, yes, I feel horrible too. But Victoria doesn't like that. I'm just going to close my mouth next time and say, yeah, no, I get it.
Because sometimes some people just want that. We've had an episode about that. Sometimes you just have to be like, I hear you.
Yeah, I don't want to take your bloat away.
But Carly can't hear you because Carly needs to relate to you.
I do.
She needs to relate at all times.
I am not trying to one-up your bloatness. I'm just trying to say that I agree with how you feel, but I don't want any more bloat than you have. I don't have it.
I want to go home.
Okay.
I want to go home.
You are home. So.
Yeah. I want to go to a different home.
Anyway, we're all feeling it, but maybe Victoria feels it more.
No.
Maybe she doesn't.
Oh my God.
It's up to her. I don't know.
You're such a brat. And now that we're videoing it, I can't even edit to be like, try again, Carly. Try all of that again.
We all have bloat.
Per usual, we're ending this thing because we are all just fit to be real.
And
right?
Always allowed to be a little extra.
Bye.